I have this piece of cardboard and a pumpkin wire wreath form. I am just using the wire wreath form to give me the outline of the pumpkin. And if you can freehand a pumpkin, you can do that as well. But the project really has nothing to do with the wreath form, as we already did a craft the other day with that. Once I had the pumpkin traced, I'm just going to cut it out. Now I have these nice pair of scissors. I had grabbed these from Joann Fabrics, and they actually work really well cutting the cardboard. Once I had that cut out, I took my drill gun, and I wanted a larger drill bit. If you have a hole punch that's a little larger, you can even hole punch the cardboard. And I'm just going to go around the outer edge of the pumpkin and make little holes. I didn't measure, I'm just kind of eyeballing where I want them placed, and I'm just going to go around the entire pumpkin. Once that's done, I'm going to take my Wise Owl Antique Villa paint. It's like an off-white, and I'm going to paint the entire pumpkin. I gave it one good coat, I allowed it to fully dry, and then I went over it with a second coat just for better coverage. And I had no issues with the cardboard bubbling or tearing on me. And again, you could pick any color that matches your home decor. Once that was dry, I got this rope from Dollar Tree. It's a 9-foot long piece of rope. They sell them right at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to lace it through the holes that we drilled into our cardboard pumpkin. I'm going to go around the entire outer edge. And once everything was laced through, I'm just going to use my hot glue to secure the beginning and end pieces to the back side. So I had quite a bit of leftover, so I'm just going to put that to the side and glue down my pieces. Now I have these small popsicle sticks I just glued to the back side of the stem, thinking maybe it would just give it a little bit of strength in that area. And then I have some jute that you can get right from the Dollar Tree as well. And I'm going to start on the back side, glue it down, and then just wrap it around the stem of the pumpkin. So I started at the bottom, and I'm just going to keep wrapping until I reach the top. And you can double layer it as well, whatever thickness you like. And then once I got to the top, I just added a little bit of hot glue and then just quickly wrapped it back down the stem. And then on the back side, I'm just going to secure that piece of jute. And this is what we have so far. I did feel like it was a little bland, so I took my Hello stencil and a pencil, and I'm just going to trace inside the stencil. Now you can also just use paint and a foam dabber and stencil the Hello on. But I just wanted to kind of keep the theme of the jute going. So once that was traced, I then took my hot glue gun and I went on top of the penciled area, and I took my thin piece of jute and I just glued the jute on top of my traced area. And you want to make sure you put a good amount of the hot glue down so that the jute will stick, but not too much, or it will seep underneath the jute. Now, if you could find colored jute, I think that would look really nice also to bring a little bit of color into the project. But this is what I had on hand, so it worked fine. And I just continued until we had the entire word hello spelled out with the jute. You can also use some wood letters or a wood word to place on the front side if you do not want to do the jute. And then to finish it off, I have this orange piece of burlap ribbon that I'm going to just fold the two sides in and glue it down with some hot glue. And then I took some more jute and just wrapped it around the center. As you can see where I placed the hot glue, so this is going to cover that up. And I just wrapped it around a few times and tied a nice knot. And then you can glue down any extra strands that you have hanging. And I used a wired burlap ribbon so you can kind of fluff up the two areas. So now we have a very simple bow, and I had this buffalo plaid leaf that I'm going to glue and then place the bow on top. And there we go. Now we just have this very easy Hello Pumpkin made from cardboard. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and mesh stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials on our webpage as well. Have a great day.